Hello and welcome to Manifold Data Mining's SuperDemographics tutorial. Today we'll be covering how to create a behavioral profile, as well as give an example of why we might want to do so. Let's begin. We'll start by going to the Behavioral Profile menu and clicking on the Behavioral Attributes page. This page allows us to pick which behaviors we might want to look at out of the many options and subcategories available. In our case of looking at a convenience store, we're probably going to be most interested in these categories: household snack consumption and beverage consumption. For simplicity's sake, we're only going to take a few categories, but as you can see, there's a pretty high amount of categories that you can select. Once we've picked everything that we might want to look at, we click Save, which will take us to the next page. This page is very similar to the previous page in that we have a list of options to the right. However, you might notice that the list of options contains everything that we selected from last page, plus one more option called BBM Market. What this does is it provides a benchmark of comparison for us. What these behavioral attributes do is show us how often one group or another behaves in the selected way, or engages in a particular behavior. The benchmark just shows us how the groups divide population-wise, and I can give you a better example once we create our report. So let's do that first by selecting BBM Market and then one of our categories. Assign a title, Verbal Tea, and then click View Report. As you can see, we're divided into 17 groups called lifestyle clusters. We have the raw numbers for the benchmark and for the category that we've looked at, but probably most important to you is the right-handmost column, which basically shows whether a particular behavior is favored by one group or unfavored by one group. In this case, we can see that categories A, C, and so on are more likely to drink tea than their population divide would indicate, while categories E, G, and so on are less likely to drink herbal tea. Now, like demographic profile reports, behavioral reports can go up to 4 categories, which is usually going to be free behaviors and the BBM market as your benchmark. Once again, we also have print and export options. However, we have a lot fewer other options here. Lifestyle report is what we're at, while index just shows us the exact numbers, and summary changes it up a bit. You compare people who are likely to engage in the behavior to the general population. Now, as you can probably tell by now, behavioral profiles are different from trade areas in that you search primarily by a behavior, not an area, and the end result is information on particular groups. This is helpful in the cases where you don't know exactly where your clients live, but know other small things about them that match up with the definitions of the groups.